Thank you for listening to this podcast and welcome to the Campus Café. In this episode, I'll be chatting over a cup of coffee with 3 international students from the International Business Program at the Han University of Applied Sciences. And we will discuss at least the following topics. We will talk about the huge community at the International Business Program, but also what teachers with a lot of working experience bring to their class. And lastly, the meaning of the slogan, home away from home. A warm welcome go to my guest. Welcome today, Charlotte, Dave, and Rosa. Glad to have you guys here.
Glad to be here.
Now, let's get started very quickly. In which study year are you in, Charlotte?
I'm in IB. I'm in my second year, and I'm currently in C cluster.
I'm in IB as well. I do finance as a specialization in third year.
I am Rosa. My specialization is organization and change, and I'm in my fourth year.
Wow, such a diverse year. We have from 3, 4, second. So that's very nice to hear. Where did you come from before you came to the Netherlands? Where were you born?
Yeah, so I was born and raised in Laos.
Dave?
I was born and raised in Korea, half, and the other half is in Laos. Same school with Rosa.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm born and raised in Peru, in Lima, but both of my parents are foreigners from Lima. So my dad is actually Dutch and my mom is Colombian. But yeah, I'm born and raised in Peru.
Some South American representation here. So we have a very good diverse group here today. Very good. Now, before we get started about the study international business, I sent you an email and I asked you to bring an object from home. I don't know which object you brought today, but I'm very curious what you brought and what does that object mean to you. So should we start with you, Rosa?
Yeah, okay, so I brought today chili.
Chili.
A very spicy chili. So Lao cuisine, we're very much known for, just anything spice, but not in terms of herbs, but more on just chili that will burn and everything. And yeah, I miss the cuisine a lot. I'm not able to, cook like my mom was able to or find the food here. And every time I see chili, I have to buy it. And it just reminds me of home and it makes me feel like home.
Do you cook every dish with it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Pretty much.
Look at that.
Garlic, this.
Yeah.
And what
Right.
else, yeah.
Dave,
Yeah, for me, I have...
your ID.
Not my ID. I was thinking of that, actually.
Right.
I have 2 of them. So, this
Yeah.
is South Korean cash.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, this is basically like around 7 euros. This is 70 cents. And this is my quarter of my nationality. North Korean cash. You'll never seen it before.
Oh, wow.
Probably. It's a real cash, actually.
Right.
And it's around like 2 euros. Yeah.
What is it called? Currency?
They're both one. Like
One.
you win one, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
They're one, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But different values though.
Right.
You will never find this anywhere.
But good to have it with you.
I can show it, right? Yes.
Yes, you
Okay.
can. Oh.
So it's very funny for me to have to bring something from home because, as I said, yeah, I'm born and raised in Peru. And I did have like all my lunches were sometimes, Peruvian cuisine. But I was I was raised with Dutch and Colombian stuff at the same time in the household. One of the things we would always have were stroopwafels. And until the day of today, you'll see me coming back home with my 23-kilo bag. I'm pretty sure at least half of it is just like Dutch cheese, stroopwafels, just for my parents. And some Colombian dish I would also always have. Usually in the morning, it's an arepa. And an arepa is just like...
Yeah, sorry. You made me hungry right now. In this,
I think you already know
podcast.
maybe
I
what
have no
it
idea
is.
what they're talking about.
Well, you can take it as a like lunch or breakfast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's just corn. And then you
Oh.
can put on top like cheese or some meat. But it's very natural. Like it doesn't have a lot of stuff. It's just corn and cheese.
I think Korea, you also have something similar, right? With corn
We have
and
the one that we
cheese.
stick this chopstick in it, like wooden
Yeah.
chopstick, and we grill it with butter, I think, and cheese.
Hmm.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
how'd you find the stroopwafel in Peru though?
Like how? No, we bring them.
Oh, okay, fair enough,
Yeah.
fair enough.
So hearing about your stories really make you reflect about the diversity that each of you bring to the class. And I'm sure your classmates also bring that diversity and those different stories of a different culture in the same class. And that makes your study program very special. So let's get deep. Let's talk about the study program. We are here for international business. So I'm very curious. Let's start with you, Dave. Why did you choose this program?
I mean, I was in the business school, basically in high school.
Mhm.
I was learning about economics, travel, and tourism. Yeah, so I was thinking maybe I should stick with what I'm familiar with. So yeah, that's how I end up with the IB. Yeah.
Rosa?
And well, I was the opposite. Actually grew up a science kid, so the typical Asian, science, like biology, chemistry,
Right.
physics, maths. That was what I was doing. But at the end of high school, I was kind of lost, let's say. So I was like, "Oh, Do I really want to go down this route?" And in the end, I realized I did not want to work in the scientific field. And yeah, business was the next option. And I chose Han because I was also thinking between research universities and applied science universities.
Interesting.
Yeah. And the Han, I realized that I would have the opportunity to go abroad more. And really, when I picture university, it's kind of just studying, and knowing that I'm able to go abroad, like for my internship for 2 whole semesters. I kind of graduate with a degree and almost 1 year experience in the end. So that was why I chose the Han, and yeah, that's why I chose IB.
Very
Nice.
detailed.
Very detailed, but good one. And Charlotte?
Well, to be honest, yeah, I back in Peru I went to an international school, and I ended up doing the international baccalaureate, in where I took, just like you, chemistry and biology, higher level math, as well as economics. When it came to choosing, I actually was going to go for something more business-like, and I used to actually study in Wageningen Universiteit, and I did food technology, which was not business-like because I was not able to do the business program in Wageningen because, yeah, it was in Dutch. And Dutch is not really there for me yet. But after 2 years of doing food technology, I decided to switch to the Han to do international business. Not because I didn't have a choice, if we could say, but it's because I grew up in a family which my parents have a family-owned business, and I also really liked it. Like economics, I really wanted to do it, and also just something that is more tangible than science, I would say. So yeah, I ended up here.
All different choices, and that's very interesting to hear. And of course, all of you are in different years, so your experience is much different to each other right now. But I'm very curious, what is your most favorite element of the study so far?
Honestly, like despite everything, all the courses and everything, I think the most favorite, or the thing that I find the most interesting or the most fun is definitely meeting people from all the cultures. I meet people from literally everywhere here, and the community is huge. And yeah, I think that's just the thing that I look forward to the most every day.
For me, aside from what she said, I think it's the opportunity that school gives. For example, the study abroad experience and 2 internships. The graduation
have you
one.
been to your study abroad?
Yeah, the
Which-
before internship, went to Czech Republic.
Czech Republic.
Yeah,
How
I
was
actually had a catch-up semester.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to go to Sweden for study abroad, but then it got cancelled. And then next I chose Czech Republic. Then I went there, and now I'm doing internship. So I think it's a really good opportunity for students.
Perfect. And where did you do your internship?
I'm still doing in Amsterdam, Stellantis. There's a car company,
Mhm.
French car company, and yeah, I'm towards the end of it now.
Great.
Yeah,
Charlotte.
I think pretty similar to me, like the program and what it has to offer for the internship as well as exchange and how it's abroad. But even more than that, I would say, yeah, coming out of a university and an applied science is very different. I really appreciate the way I'm learning in this school, like how it's more cozy, a class of 20, 30 people sitting down, one-to-one contact with the teacher. And that's something that you can't have in these big universities. It's really 150 auditorium with one person you're never going to see
Yeah.
again. So I'm really happy with this coziness as well as this one-to-one contact.
And now that you're speaking about class, it's a smaller class. You have one-to-one contact with the teachers. I'm very curious. How does your classmates look like? So I walk in. I'm a new student. I'm nervous. I don't know who my classmates are. How does the classroom look like?
I think first impression of it was that I was really nervous about university because I've never been there before. But it was quite similar to the high school classes since it's a smaller group. So I felt more at ease, to blend in with people. And it's a small class, but it's also diverse. It's not only Dutch people or one of the nationalities, but it's like mix of everything from Asia, from Europe, from Africa, everywhere. So I feel very, how's it?
At home.
Yeah, at home, exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the experience the same?
Yeah, exactly the same. I mean, at the end of the day, in high school, I was in international school. Like 50% were Peruvian, and then the other 50% were from everywhere else in the world. So it just felt very easy to come in to such a small group as well. And even more than that, I think maybe it's because I started in B cluster and not in August. So I started mid-year in February. That's what I'm trying to say, actually. And I found that there is actually much more of an international community than a Dutch community, but it's very welcoming. Like everyone is up to this new experience, to meet people, to go out, to have coffee. So a very welcoming for sure.
And Rosa, how would you describe the dynamic between the teachers?
Oh, yeah. Also, like, not only are the students international, like our classmates and everything, I think the teachers, they also they have quite a wide range. And you obviously have Dutch teachers as well, but then you have teachers from Greek, from China, and they all have like experiences already, and they really bring in real life experiences instead of just whatever's written in the textbook. And I think that is what we really learn about.
And do you experience the courses to be difficult?
No, not at all for me. if you
That's
pay
the one with the
attention-
ketchup.
I think it depends between course and course, right? And I would say everyone has some more talents in some courses than others. So it's really dependent between person. But I would say if you ask me how was statistics, I can't really compare statistics with finance, in my opinion, because I had to put more time in finance than statistics, but that could also just be me, right? So I think it varies a lot.
I mean, yeah, like Charlotte said, it really depends on student to student. Some will excel more in one thing and the rest in the other thing. But I think it's important to also note that the teachers, with the small class sizes that we have, you're able to like connect more, and they really know, oh, what are you excelling at? What are you having difficulties with? And on top of that, we also have tutoring, which is free and available to all students. And yeah, whether you're international or not, you can just reach out to someone and they'll help you pass your exams.
It's a nice additional service to have for students who are
Yeah,
struggling with a certain
definitely.
subject. Yeah, that really helps. Oh, listen, you guys walked in, and I'm gonna address the elephant in the room right now. There's a huge wheel there, colorful wheel.
So huge.
Yes, it's in the way, but I want to address it right now. So we're gonna play a fun little game.
Yeah.
Charlotte or Dave, would you do the honor to start spinning the wheel, and you will get a random question, and then we do it 3 times, and each of you answer one question.
Okay.
So, who wants to do it?
You can go first. Yeah, ladies first.
Thank you. Thank you.
What is your favorite topic or course?
Oh, I go ahead.
You answer it.
I think my favorite course has been kind of research. Because I was able.
You usually never hear this.
Yeah, I was
true.
surprised.
That's true.
I'm impressed.
Was not mine.
Well, I'm also a research tutor, so maybe that's why.
Okay.
But I don't know. Research comes really easy to me, to be honest. And between research 1 and research 2, they're very different from each other. But in research 1, I was able to just spend time and explore the feministic walls on how to be able to break the glass ceiling. And I found that very interesting because it's very creative, right?
Right.
You're just open to explore whatever you want and put how much time you want on it. So yeah, I found it pretty interesting and fun to do in your own time.
Very good question.
You'll
Very answer.
enjoy doing your thesis then.
Well, maybe that's something different.
The 200 pages.
It's an important aspect of a bachelor thesis.
No.
Yeah.
Now, Dave,
Oh,
should
for
we
me-
continue?
Okay. Okay, the blue one. How do you find the support from teachers? Oh wow. Well, yeah. How to say? They are actively helping students. They're willing to help, but you at the same time you have to appeal them that what help you really need support on. Yeah, so but I think the school in general, they do give really good support to students, and also like a lot of opportunity to like meet people, for example, the community and stuff. And yeah, I think they're generally really nice with it.
As we mentioned, it's a lot of personal contact too. So that's two aspects that you mentioned moments ago. So
Yeah.
I think piggybacking off of that, if I'm allowed to, it's also important to, it's like you're 18, you're out of high school, and you have to know that people will not know you're in need of help unless you reach out. So it's also like going out of your comfort zone, really realizing that, oh, I need help right now, and help is always available. You just need to, it's a two-way communication here, and you just have to go and get
Yeah.
help.
perfect.
And there's also a PPD coach that you can always have a meeting with.
Life science now.
A life science. Oh, that's what it's called now. Okay.
No, not life
No,
skill.
life
skills.
Skills. Sorry,
Life skills.
sorry.
Yeah.
Dave,
Yeah.
would you do the honor to spin it for Rosa?
Oh, yeah,
Sure.
please.
How do you experience the intercultural dynamics?
I think I've spoken, or I already spoke about this, but the whole like students coming from everywhere, and also I work with the community, so I organize events, and really, basically our slogan kind of is home away from home, and it's people come from far away. Everyone's homesick, especially during the winter. Don't get me started. And it's important that we make them feel like they belong here, because there's so many different people, and you will find your people here regardless of where you're from. And yeah, that is what I think is important.
Ah, good answer. Good to have a community when you're so far away. To have people that you can bond with and work together with and do fun stuff together. Yeah. Now, I was doing a little bit of research, and on the internet, you can find either a lot of misinformation or you can find information that are true. Sometimes it's very hard to distinguish those type of information. So I was doing a bit of research about international business, and I found some facts, but I need your help to tell me either if those facts are facts or are they fairy tales.
The fact check time.
The fact check time. And I'm going to give you 3 statements, and all you have to tell me is fact or fairy tale. So I'm going to start with the first statement. Number 1. With this degree, international business, you can only work in international companies.
Fairy tale.
I don't think that's true.
That's why.
Yeah. Oh, that's the word. Okay. Fairy tale.
You were going against her.
Oh no, I meant I don't think the statement is true.
exactly.
Yeah.
I agree.
Not that.
I agree with you guys.
So we can debunk that statement. Number 2. During their studies, students have the opportunity to choose study at 120 universities around the world. Fact or fairy tale?
Oh, like for study abroad.
Yeah, study abroad.
I don't know about the
okay.
exact number, but yeah, it's
I
around
think
that.
it's close.
It's,
yeah. You
It's a
think
lot of
more?
yeah, a lot of
Well,
them.
no, it's less.
It's
I
less?
think so.
Is it?
Maybe I'm wrong, or it's just because of the fact like I applied like 1 month ago actually,
Okay.
and because you have to put that the university has to be active and that you're studying international business. I think it starts off at 120, but then it reduces it to 100. So I would go more for 100, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, it could, because I went abroad already almost a year and a half ago, so there is a chance that it changed. But it makes sense that you have to go through all the filters, because even if there are 120 universities that you can choose from, doesn't mean that they apply to you or they will choose you, let's say.
Yeah, but overall, 100 options is like
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
It is a fact, according to the fact checker,
Oh.
but indeed it's reduced to the amount of options that you have. It's contextualized. So there's a nuance to this fact. Number 3, Dutch is the main language of this program.
Oh, cap.
Maybe in
Complete fairy
Nijmegen.
tale.
Yeah.
Complete fairy tale.
Yeah. Everything we do, from waking up to going like to sleep, I think it's all in English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact to mention in my research, you can follow a foreign language at international business. And you can choose from Spanish, Dutch, French, and German. So that's a fact. But the other one, the Dutch, the main language, is a fairy tale. So we're going to talk about your life after international business. What are your career plans after you're done with the program?
Okay, I think I'm closer to that, so I'll start off. So I'm in
Deep
my
question.
fourth year. I'm currently doing my thesis, and I'll finish in basically maybe half a year. And so in our last semester, we have this option to go for a graduation internship. Not an option, you have to go for a graduation internship. And my first or my ideal state, let's say, would be to get an offer from the internship company that I am going for. And if not, it's not the end of the world. I'll do my master's, which is equally as good as well.
That's a perfect segue to
Yeah.
the professional world. Yeah.
I wish I can do the same, but I have a thing called military service that I have to attend as a South Korean. So that's after graduation. But before that, I'll have to wrap up with my study with thesis and also the graduation internship. And yeah, I would love to continue, but I will have to serve my country first.
Right.
And then I'll think about it during that period.
Yeah, then you have time to think about it.
2 years, a year and a
years.
half, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, yeah, I'm not really sure, to be honest. It's kind of in the further fetch. I've still not done my internship. I've barely applied for my exchange. But I think overall, working here in the Netherlands, or maybe somewhere else, I'm not sure. I'm not gonna go jump for my master's, personally speaking, because I was doing another program for 2 years, so I'm ready to.
You're done.
Yeah, like I want to do my master's, to be honest, but just like not now, later. Just I want a little break.
Well, and you mentioned you're going to Germany, you're going back home, and you're considering to stay in the Netherlands.
No, it's pretty certain I might stay here for some, I don't know, a couple of years to work, or maybe somewhere else in Europe, or I'm not sure. It's 3 years
It's
from
an
now,
open
right?
book, yeah.
There's still options open.
Nice. Well, there's a lot of options out there,
Yeah.
and you're getting closer to
Yeah,
it.
there's no right, there's no wrong.
Right.
It really depends on the person.
Yeah. Now, you guys just noticed I pulled my phone out. It's because I was just called by an international business alumna. Her name is Shaina, and I didn't answer because I was too busy doing this podcast, and I usually don't answer my phone. But she left a voice note behind, and she wants to send a message. And after her message, I want you to react of what she stated. So I'm gonna play it now.
Hi, my name is Shaina. I'm 25 years old and I'm a marketing specialist. I completed my bachelor's degree in international business at the ISB, specializing in marketing and sales. After completing my third and fourth year internships, I was fortunate enough to continue working with both firms. So in my role as a marketing specialist, I create content for online and offline marketing purposes, develop marketing plans, draft texts for search engine optimization, and so much more. My job is therefore dynamic and it entails a lot of creativity, and this is something that I really enjoy. My studies have equipped me with the tools necessary to be efficient in various parts of an organization and to work in culturally diverse environments. And therefore, my advice to students who are unsure about pursuing this program at the ISB would be to just go for it. At the end of the study, you'll be equipped with great tools that will allow you to work in any international organization in the world. And you'll also have practical skills that you will acquire throughout the internships that you will have to do. So good luck to you and bye.
Bye.
Now, what do you think about this?
I think she's very right. I mean, I think one of the things I've learned the most while studying here, we are faced with a lot of group projects, and I think you would all agree, C cluster, it's full of group projects. It's full of dealing with people. It's not up to you on getting that 8 or 9
Or 5.5.
or
Pass is a pass.
5.5. It's up to everyone in the group and to work as a team. And sometimes the hardest thing, to be honest, even though I come from an international school, is having everyone on the same page, right? And what I think might be right for me might be different for you on the best approach to do the work. So I think the school gives you the tools you need to have contacts with everyone around the world and just create connections and be able to work efficiently, as she said. So I agree with her.
Perfect. You agree too.
Yeah, she basically said everything.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, and also she's very right about the getting offers from your internship companies afterwards, because in my fourth year now, and I know so many of my classmates that they also got like an offer from their internship companies and they're working part-time now and planning to go full-time afterwards. And I think the internship thing is chef's kiss.
Yeah. Perfect. Now, we're about to wrap up this podcast. It was a very good conversation with all of you three. But first of all, before we end it, very quickly, we have prospect students looking to study international business. Do you have any quick advice for them, for those who are considering coming here?
Oh, do not hesitate to choose. Yeah. You have a lot of opportunities, as we had described the past 20 minutes. So, yeah, if you're ever worried about coming here, you're always welcome.
I think you should come with an open mind, because I can imagine it's especially coming out of your home country or just traveling another side of the world to come to this university and you don't know what to expect. Just come with an open mind. I think Han is receiving you with a warm hug, really, with a warm hug, with a small class, which just makes it extra cozy. And if that's what you're looking for, really, come here.
Yeah.
You're not missing anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, just continuing from both Charlotte and Dave, I think you'll meet so many people, so many like people from different nationalities, and it's important to keep an open mind and also remember that just because someone's different from you does not mean that they're wrong. It's just different, and it's important for you to align with them and, you know, meet the middle ground somewhere. And just, I think the whole university experience is about learning what you like and what you don't like. And just, living alone for the first time, really.
Yeah.
Great advice and great wisdom from all of you three. And thank you for your input today for the podcast. And thank you everyone for tuning in for this episode of Campus Café. If you have any more lingering information about the study, please visit us at hanuniversity.com/IB for more information.
Thank you for hosting.
Thank you for having us, Marcel.
No problem.
Thank you.